Welcome back, Super Friends and Super Family. I'm Nick, and today I'm reacting to The Big Bang Theory Season 2, Episodes 1 and 2. So, the first season wrapped up and ended on a very uplifting, positive note, especially with regards to Leonard and Penny. Leonard finally mustered up the courage to ask Penny out after she broke up with her boyfriend, and things seem to be going well, right? I mean, I'm very curious to see, like I said in my reaction to the Season 1 finale, what they're going to do. You know, are they going to just be in a relationship? Are things going to go well with them? Is there going to be some conflict? That's what I'm kind of feeling. I feel like it's a little bit too easy, but I actually feel like both storylines could be very interesting. I would love to see Leonard and Penny happy together and just see that dynamic and the changes maybe between Leonard and Sheldon's relationship because Leonard's in a relationship. That could be the source of the conflict, and it also could be very amusing and very funny if things don't go as smoothly as Leonard has dreamed when he's actually with Penny in a real life relationship. Anyways, the first season was a lot of fun. I'm hoping that this season is also going to be a lot of fun. As always, if you want to watch along the full unedited reaction, that is up on Patreon. That's also where you can watch future episodes of The Big Bang Theory if you don't want to wait and you'd care to support the channel. Let's just get right into it. The Big Bang Theory Season 2, Episodes 1 and 2.
Technically yogurt because it doesn't have enough live acidophilus. Ice milk with carrageenan added for thickness.
Good to know.
It's also not pink and has no berries.
It's all artificial, like most food.
Really answer my question.
What was
your
that?
question again?
Do you want some?
Tolerant.
Right.
So gas.
Yeah, got it.
Oh, is this Howard? Is this Howard?
Doing?
There's a draft.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't mean to go into your apartment to go fast.
I know what you meant. It's just, this is only our first date.
Oh, okay, so this is the very same night.
Figure out where we're going, and rate of speed equals distance over time.
Let's not do it like that.
Could just wing it.
That might work too. Good night.
Time to deal with your friends.
Come in, screensaver.
Oh, it's both of them. Okay. Yeah. We were just hanging out doing nothing.
Hey, Leonard, how was your date?
Bite me. Sit there and let them spy on me.
They exploited my complete lack of interest in what you were doing.
Relationship with Penny crashed and burned. This right here is the black box.
Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, way to support your friend.
Said she wants to slow things down. Enjoying this meal, I'm going to slow down and savor it.
This fish tastes bad. Slow down and spit it out.
It is not that.
Really, did you make a second date?
Even I know that's lame.
I think he's doing just fine.
Littlest things can set women on. Waitress is hot. I bet we could get her to come home with us. This is your mom way. I want to know what I'm getting into.
The person you never want to take dating advice from.
So don't care for it if you stare at them and hyperventilate. That's my home run swing.
I didn't even have to refer to my impromptu conversation starters.
He came prepared.
Let's go to the tape.
Her jaws are clenched. Bad sign amongst mating humans.
Taking things slow. Where do you guys approach his warp speed?
Fair point.
Camera.
He was a lot more fun when he had no hope.
Give him time.
Oh, they're such haters. You got this, Leonard. Don't worry about it. I kind of like how they picked up exactly the same night that they left off the first season, though, right? Because, I mean, they are very early on. Like, this is literally their first date. Okay, that actually looks super practical. Do those work like that?
Hot water is inadequate on machine 2, so colors only. Avoid using that for your delicates.
Thanks.
Two different
Just
ways
take
to
your
do
clothes down to the
laundry.
river and beat them with a rock.
Too much work. Too much work, Sheldon. Come on.
Can I ask you a question?
I would prefer that you not, but I won't go so far as to forbid it.
Leonard ever dated a regular girl?
I assume you're not referring to digestive regularity.
No.
Wasn't a brainiac?
Go out with a woman who had a PhD in French literature.
How is that not a brainiac?
Well, for one thing, she was French. For another, it was literature.
Oh, don't look down on literature. But I think Sheldon has a point. To be fair, he does.
He'll eventually get bored with me.
Do you have a working knowledge of quantum physics? You speak Klingon?
Lied to him about finishing community college.
You thought the opposite of stupid loser was community college graduate?
There are a lot of successful people in this country who are community college graduates.
That's very true.
Either.
This is between you and me. You cannot tell Leonard any of this.
Sworn to secrecy. Come on.
You're asking me to keep a secret?
Of course.
Express that desire before revealing the secret. Can't impose a secret on an ex post facto basis.
Sheldon's panicking.
Secret keeping is a complicated endeavor. What one says, but about facial expression.
Yeah, I remember the stress when Sheldon had to lie for Leonard, right? With the fake story.
Have more nervous tics than a Lyme disease research facility.
And people say Sheldon doesn't have a sense of humor. Come on, with a line like that.
A joke. Involuntary muscular contraction.
Come on, that's adorable.
I made it up myself.
Well done, well done.
I will absolutely die of embarrassment.
Physiologically impossible.
Sheldon,
I don't know about that.
the friend.
We're not friends.
Friendship contains within it an inherent obligation to maintain confidences?
Oh, okay.
Interesting. When did we become friends?
Yeah. That's what I thought he was gonna say.
I couldn't become Green Lantern. I could be Batman.
Who could be Batman?
Sure, I'm Batman. See?
I would love to see Sheldon as Batman.
Honey, if you're not doing anything Friday night,
No ticks, Sheldon.
I think I have the dinner shift on Friday. I'm not sure. I'll let you know.
great. So, oh God, I am the bad fish. What
I
did
mean,
I
that
do
kind
wrong?
of, I could see Leonard misinterpreting that, right?
I have no information about your interactions with Penny, nor do I have any method of learning such things.
He literally runs away? That's great.
You need to be careful how you phrase things, sir.
The worst poker face of all time.
Attempting to drag me into matters which have nothing to do with me, a person to whom I barely speak.
Okay, note to self, never, ever tell Sheldon a secret. Or actually, note to self, always tell him secrets.
No reason to bring my looks into this. Good day, Leonard.
What?
I said good day.
Good day?
Good day?
Yeah, okay, right? Since when?
Our soup of the day.
You must release me from my oath.
Oh, I want to know what this table is thinking.
Working.
Why don't you take a minute to decide? I'm going to fold like an energy-based de novo protein in conformational space.
What?
Like a cheap suit.
Oh.
A very prestigious government research at a secret military super collider. 12.5 miles southeast of Traverse City, Michigan.
Dang.
Which you did not hear about from me.
Look, just forget I told you about me.
He can't forget.
You want me to forget? This mind does not forget. A single thing since the day my mother stopped breastfeeding me. It was a drizzly Tuesday.
Okay. We're just gonna have to figure out a way to do it.
Leonard, I'm moving out.
Okay, drastic measures.
Doesn't have to be a reason.
Yeah, there kinda does.
Example of Munchausen's trilemma.
What?
I.e., I'm moving out because I'm moving out.
Still confused.
Don't see how I could have made it any simpler.
Hey, qu'est-ce que ça?
What?
Those plasticized human cadavers.
Skinless chicks were hot.
What?
You'll excuse me, I'm going to pack.
Kind of an overreaction to a little harmless necrophilia.
Absolutely not.
Ooh, Howard, he says he's moving out.
Change the contrast or brightness settings on the television.
That would be moving out worthy.
The thermostat cook with cilantro, pronounce the T in often.
Pronounce the T in often. That's a great trigger.
I didn't do anything.
Pre-packed disaster evacuation bag.
He's prepared.
By the Department of Homeland Security and Sarah Connor. Until I find a permanent place, I will stay with friends.
Bye.
I have a teeny tiny apartment.
One of the 5 central religious duties or sacrifices of the Hindu householder.
I hate trains.
That was a good counter move there, Raj.
Be ridiculous, you love trains.
Yes, I do. Come on.
All right, there we go.
See you later, Leonard.
No goodbye. Ooh, that's cold.
This could work.
Oh, I thought he was going to be sad. No. Okay, Leonard is living life. He's got a new girlfriend, whole apartment to himself.
Used to be a watch factory.
The residual radium from the luminous dials?
Not until now.
Thank you for giving me something to be anxious about.
My Geiger counter. I didn't pack it.
But if you're not comfortable staying here, Sheldon.
I'm kidding, I packed it. Is that woman a RYYZN? I'd say she's a poor man's Madhuri Dixit.
What?
How dare you? Madhuri Dixit is a leprous prostitute.
I don't know who they're talking about.
I didn't mean to offend you. Obviously, you're not that familiar with Indian cinema.
Okay, you're about to get kicked out, Sheldon. It's Sheldon. He is out.
Tag, you're it.
I've never slept on an air mattress before.
How is this gonna go?
Be happier on a park bench.
See any way to get a park bench in here.
Switching.
Now, only if you want to.
Just get in the bed.
It's kind of nice of Howard. Oh, here we go.
boys roughhousing? Do you have any more sleepovers?
I'm 27 years old. It's not even a school night. Comfy now?
Eh.
Oh, really?
Poster of Halle Berry's a little unnerving.
Do we want to see the poster?
She's like my fourth favorite Catwoman. Nellie Newmar, Michelle Pfeiffer, Eartha Kitt, and then her.
Who's Julie Newmar?
Please, I'm begging you, go to sleep.
Crying, I'm counting Catwomen. Wolverine, Cyclops. Oh wait, I forgot Professor X. Hey!
Oh, dang. No one will have him.
Buddy, bud.
A handful of my mom's Valium in it.
Are you serious?
And shut up, so Tag, you're it.
I'm back! I can't tell you.
Why not?
I promised Penny.
Oh, dang.
Promised Penny what?
I wouldn't tell you the secret.
It's not Sheldon's fault. He's drugged.
Mom smokes in the car.
What?
We can't tell Dad.
Okay, he's having childhood flashbacks.
Brit, the other secret.
I'm Batman.
Damn it, Sheldon!
You can't tell Leonard. He lied about graduating from community college.
Nothing I did? It's her problem?
Yes.
I drank milk that tasted funny.
Don't drink anything from Howard ever again.
Art for her? That's ridiculous.
Most of your work is extremely derivative. Don't worry, that's not a secret.
We all know.
Everybody knows.
What's been bothering you about us? And I have the answer.
He's gonna mess this up.
There's a simple solution.
Pasadena City College?
Fun, a place for knowledge.
He's gonna force her to go to college?
Can't date a girl without a fancy college degree.
Fancy, it's just a city college.
Ooh, yeah, you're shooting yourself in the foot.
Doesn't matter to me at all.
Fine with you if I'm not smart.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Leonard, you had a layup.
This time I know where I went wrong.
I would hope so. Oh, I can't believe it.
Bite me!
That's it? That's it? I mean, that was a funny first episode, I will say that.
Renaissance fair ever.
Okay, who's the best costume?
Just let it go,
I
Sheldon.
think Leonard is the knight.
With historical inaccuracy. Best they would have had some sort of spiced wine.
You're nitpicking.
Yes.
The flagons would not have been made of polypropylene.
I would love to see Sheldon review a movie, a historical drama.
Looks like you've been to the Renaissance Fair. I'm hoping.
She's hoping. That's hilarious.
Any excuse to wear a codpiece fair.
This is my friend Eric.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Oh no.
Good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you too.
Like your hat.
Thanks, my mom made it. Penny with a new guy, Trey awkward.
It wasn't awkward.
Were you there?
We stopped dating, and now we're both moving on.
It's completely over?
Going out with other men, and you spend the afternoon making 15th century soap.
Oh.
Go in, my chainmail's stuck in my underwear.
That sounds very uncomfortable.
You're wearing modern underwear?
How dare you?
I fashioned historically accurate undergarments out of linen.
That's kind of incredible.
Borrowed one of your pillowcases.
Okay, there goes.
Borrowed?
Yeah, please never return it. Dang, so that's it? It's completely over with Leonard and Penny? One disagreement? Wow, okay. I didn't expect that.
You know what? I'm happy that Penny's moving on.
No, you're not.
That you've been holding back?
Of course.
How do you explain the 10 years before Penny?
Who are you respecting then?
Himself.
Dated plenty of women.
The Oxford English Dictionary, the word plenty has been redefined to mean two.
That girl last year at Comic-Con.
Costume at Comic-Con stays at Comic-Con.
Is that the nerd version of Vegas?
What happened to you?
Nothing happened to me.
I want to hear.
He was dressed as a green Orion slave girl.
You defected back to North Korea. A little geographically undesirable.
Little bit. Just a tiny bit.
She's unjustifiably arrogant about loop quantum gravity, and she's often mean to me.
I mean, that is true, but she also corrected you. I think that's why you're angry.
I like Leslie, using men as tools for stress relief.
Be a tool.
She needs it like once a year, isn't that what she said?
It'd only be rebound if he and Penny had actually engaged in physical intimacy.
You and Richard the slave girl?
Once, that was it. And he told me his name was Kimberly.
Raj's gonna go cry now.
You know how I know we're not in the Matrix?
Oh, please tell me. I want to hear this.
If we were, the food would be better.
I mean, I don't know. The machines might just be cruel.
Hey, Leslie.
Hey, dummy.
It's cool to see. Dang, it's cool to see her back.
Work that promises significant results. Yeah, you heard me.
Could you do that any louder? Oh, dang.
Penny crashed to the ground like blue eyes falling out of an airplane lavatory.
I mean,
Did you hear that?
what an opener.
Actually, I read it. Wallowitz texted me.
Dang, are you serious?
From now on, I'm fully committed to the traditional relationship paradigm.
Really? That's a big change.
Tired of waking up on a strange futon with a bunch of people she doesn't know.
I can see how that would... A bunch of people?
He's like, anyway.
Who better to slow things down with than you?
Oh, I'm flattered.
Are you? Should you be?
You'll rent a movie, artsy but accessible, then light petting, no coitus.
Sounds fun.
I think it's better if you assume the male role.
Thank you, that's very thoughtful.
Call me.
I mean, I am happy she's back.
My mom sent me my old Nintendo 64.
Because she loves you, Sheldon.
Rock Mario, old school.
Have fun, Sheldon.
I have other plans tonight. Someone's coming over.
But no problem, I have 3 controllers.
It's date night.
I have a date coming over.
Can't blame me for not jumping to that conclusion.
Unusual about me having a date.
Statistically speaking,
All right.
He's like, I won't argue that.
it's an IQ which can't be accurately measured by normal tests. How much scarcer could I be?
Fair point.
Could you just give us a little privacy?
I mean, just go someplace else and be someplace else?
Oh, is he hurt?
Science ever discovers a second member of your species, more than happy to get out of your way.
Well, all right then.
See, all you have to do is reason with Sheldon and he'll agree.
Sheldon? What are you doing?
Oh, Penny's gonna find out Leonard's on a date.
Leonard, get this, has a date.
Why don't you just go to a movie or something?
Alone?
I mean, you could.
What if I choke on my popcorn? Who will administer the Heimlich maneuver?
I love how that's the reason he doesn't want to go by himself.
Corn at the listen to yourself.
I agree, you should get popcorn.
I don't drink coffee. What do they have? Bear claws?
Yeah, sure.
I don't like bear claws.
Hey, Penny, dumbass.
Oh.
All the overrated physicists in all the labs in all the world. Everybody has a date.
This is pretty good orange chicken. How many children do you think we should have?
Whoa.
That was a little abrupt. There's so many things to talk about before we discuss reproduction.
I sure hope so.
Besides shortness, what genetic weaknesses run in your family?
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Battery's dying. Continue.
Just ignore me. Is he gonna close the door? Oh no!
My uncles are bald, but my Aunt Edna is one of the hairiest women you'll ever meet. So
Does that balance it out? Does it work like that?
what now?
I have to make pee-pee.
Tonight was a very good start.
You're okay postponing intercourse.
I'm very skilled at postponing intercourse.
I have plenty of experience.
Protocol dictates that you wait a minimum of 18 hours, so I'm not repulsed by your cloying eagerness. Again, it's your decision. You're the man.
Is it though?
Experiment designed by this guy named Schrodinger.
Oh, here we go. What a callback.
No, he was some kind of scientist. Let me start again.
This is bad timing. This is bad timing, right?
Good night.
Okay, well, good night. Okay, good night. Had a great time. watch out.
Sorry, man, you don't understand what's happening.
Not going back to the Renaissance fair.
So few places I can wear my jester costume.
I'm sure that is true.
As a Star Trek science officer exploring a planet similar to Earth in the 1500s.
That's pretty creative.
Why don't we all move over there so Leslie can join us?
You can either sit with me, your friend, colleague, and roommate, with an overrated scientist you might have sex with.
Well, when you put it
You're
like
right, it is
that. Dang. Poor Sheldon, he needs a new apartment.
And why you don't just go to dinner or something?
All right. During the meal, I have to use the restroom. I know someone's not touching my food.
No way to know.
Good night, Sheldon.
Oh, come on.
Sure things can't work out with you and Leonard.
Excuse me?
If you really gave it the old college try. Or in your case, the old community college try.
That's great. That's great.
Our arch enemy.
Yes. How many supervillains have advanced degrees? Graduate school should probably do a better job of screening those people out. She belittles my research.
Sweetie, I'm sorry. But I think for now, Leonard and I are just gonna stay friends.
Oh, it's
Response is
over.
unacceptable to me.
Smart guy, you must
Smart? I have to lose 60 IQ points to be classified as smart.
know. Be together. Nothing you can do is gonna stop it.
Continue to underestimate my capabilities, madam.
I want to see him sabotage it.
Leonard's friend, you will support him no matter who he wants to be with.
Doesn't he have to support me in my hatred of Leslie Winkle?
Good counterpoint, honestly.
Love trumps hate.
Now you're just making stuff up. I could control everyone the way I control you. Hop, you little plumber. Hop, hop, hop. Reach a natural stopping point. I'd like to have a word. Withdrawing my objection to your desire to have a relationship with Leslie.
Okay, that's big of you, Sheldon.
She is an arrogant, subpar scientist. Believes loop quantum gravity better unites quantum mechanics with general relativity. You kids have fun.
Clearly offers more testable predictions than string theory.
Listening amuse me.
The date is over, Leonard.
Matter clearly consists of tiny strings.
Are you gonna let him talk to me like that?
There's a lot of merit to both theories.
Quantum gravity calculates the entropy of black holes.
It's disrespectful.
I should hope so. It was a snort of derision.
Intentional disrespect.
Quantum gravity is the future of physics.
Prefer my space stringy, not loopy.
Glad I found out the truth about you before this went any further.
Oh my gosh, that's where she draws the line, disagreeing over theories?
Tell me, Leonard, how will we raise the children?
Them choose their own theory.
Can't let them choose, Leonard. They're children.
Ooh, it was never gonna work out.
This is a deal breaker.
That is a unique deal breaker, I'll give her that.
Look on the bright side.
What's the bright side?
Sheldon will be happier
It's to Comic-Con.
for that.
Oh, yeah.
I love how that actually cheered him up.
I'm getting an unusual reading. Corn dogs didn't come into existence till the first half of the 20th century.
Alright, so that's The Big Bang Theory Season 2, Episodes 1 and 2. I have to say, I think this is a really strong 2-episode start to the new season. I like where he picked up right where we left off with the first season, and we had Leonard and Penny, and kind of how one of my guesses is that things were not that easy between the two of them. And I'm actually kind of surprised. Like, I thought maybe they would have some issues and there'd be some arguments and maybe some tension and the relationship just wouldn't be, smooth sailing at the beginning. But I'm kind of surprised that they went the direction that just very, very quickly things ended between them. I thought it was interesting too, and kind of a cool angle to take, that Penny was the one who felt so insecure being with Leonard. She was so intimidated with the fact that he's so smart and so kind of confident that he would break up with her, and then obviously that led to some miscommunication. I thought it was amusing that Sheldon tried to keep a secret is just a great scenario. It was funny the first time when he was lying for Leonard to Penny. This time it might have been even better, and just him showing up, first at Raj's place, then at Howard's place. Sheldon does have a skill for just testing people's patience very, very quickly until they can't take it any longer and they just have to get rid of him. But I do kind of respect Sheldon with how seriously he takes the commitment to keeping a secret, even though he's, just terrible at doing it. But it puts him under a lot of stress, and I actually feel like that indicates something really cool about his character, that he puts in that much effort and he's so concerned about respecting a secret. I feel like there's so many other people who wouldn't care, especially with something like that, like, oh, it's not a big deal. They don't take that type of a commitment super seriously. But no, Sheldon does, to the point that he's willing to move out just in an effort to honor that secrecy to Penny. I mean, that's a pretty respectable thing in its own way, at least in my opinion. But of course, because he's drugged by Howard, which Howard, man, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? But because Sheldon has Valium, he gives up the secret, which predictably, of course, is a relief for Leonard. And it's just so interesting. Like, I'm sure us as the audience, we're outside of everything. And so it's very obvious that you could tell, like, of course, Leonard, he's so infatuated with Penny. He's not going to care if Penny has graduated from college or not, you know. But I think it's very easy when you're on the outside looking in. You know, first of all, this is a show. But even in real life, like when you're not in the relationship or not dating someone, I think it's very easy to see that certain insecurities are just silliness and they shouldn't exist. They're unfounded. But I think sometimes it is difficult to get that clear of a perspective when your own personal feelings are involved, especially if you have some strong feelings. And I actually feel like Penny does care for Leonard to the point that she wants him to respect her. And that kind of shows like how seriously she likes him, at least in a certain way. But unfortunately, Leonard kind of messes it up. He just... I feel like if he had just thought through that conversation to Penny a little bit more, then he could have easily expressed the same sentiment he was trying to express, which is he doesn't care that Penny hasn't graduated college. Like, he was only trying to bring her the stuff to community college so that, because he kind of thought that she wanted to do something like that. So he was trying to be supportive, but unfortunately, you know, especially I feel like because Penny is sensitive about something like that, it did not work out. But I am kind of surprised that that small of a thing, just quickly they're like, okay, we're calling this off. I feel like that's more the show trying to not solve the Penny, Leonard, will they, won't they so quickly. But maybe not. Maybe, you know, things got off to a rough start, and so Penny panicked and was just like, I need to bail before this gets worse because we are still friends and we do still live across the way from each other. And then in episode 2, I thought it was amusing too. I mean, we have the Renaissance Fair situation going on, which predictably and hilariously, Sheldon is just criticizing all the historical inaccuracies. But then we have Leonard trying to move on, and Penny also trying to move on. And I thought that was just amusing. It's great that we got Leslie coming back in the show. She's a very colorful, fun character, and she has some changes, right? She's ready for something more serious. She and Leonard give it a real shot. I thought it was a great moment when when they run into each other, Penny and Leonard with her new date, and then Leonard saying goodbye to Leslie, and they're both clearly not completely over each other and trying to make the other person jealous, so they just start kissing the other person. Which, like I said, it really, to me, indicates that Penny does still feel something for Leonard, right? So I don't think that door is closed. I feel like Leonard, I don't know, I'll be curious where they take the relationship between the two of them this season, for sure. But then I thought it was hilarious how they had Leslie decide to call things off with Leonard, you know? Oh, like it does show how seriously she takes her science and her theories, the fact that that's the thing where she draws the line at the relationship. I find that pretty hilarious. It makes me like her character more. The main reason I'm upset that she broke up with Leonard, I don't think they're meant for each other, so I don't mind that aspect of it at all. But I do want to see more of Leslie this season, so I hope that's not the last we see of her. I mean, Sheldon having a nemesis, that's just fantastic. I'm not going to get tired of that dynamic. But overall, I thought both episodes were really strong. I actually found the jokes really, really funny. I felt like there was a lot of rapid-fire jokes, more so than I feel like the first season, or maybe the jokes were just landing a little bit stronger. But I almost feel like the writing feels a little bit sharpened up, at least with these two episodes, as opposed to most of the episodes of the first season, which does excite me, you know, and I feel like that's pretty common sometimes with the show. It takes a little while for it to find its foot completely and really figure out where it wants to go in certain jokes. But I just thought that these two episodes, at least for me, stood out with the quality of the writing and certain gags and just many different storylines going on. I found myself very invested and very excited to see where they take the rest of this season. But I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. As always, the full unedited reaction is up on Patreon, along with future episodes of The Big Bang Theory if you don't want to wait and care to support the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, remember, be active, be mindful, and be a hero.